Hello ladies and gentlemen, this is Master Frogez here, aka Jackson Hellbender, coming at you with just a sort of a ranting and raving video. Notice how weird it is that if I look at the camera, the screen, it's, I can't actually see it. I'm seeing it out of sort of a peripheral, but I'm looking right at you. But if I'm looking at my actual screen, like looking back at me, it looks like I'm staring off into something behind the camera. So I thought, I'm going to be talking about Destiny. Destiny, the video game. I have some thoughts on it that I really want to convey to, whoever cares, which is no one. So, a couple points that I just made on the list here, so I'm going to lead off the list and make these points to you. So, first of all, playing in America, I found a trend, besides the obnoxious amount of people whose play for the PlayStation, whose PlayStation names have something something something, insert name here plus the number 420. Played with a lot of people from the Netherlands. No idea why that is. I don't know. It's very strange because literally every other person that you'd run into just on the tower or running around that you'd join into a group, they always had a bunch of people from the Netherlands, which doesn't make a lot of sense, apart the fact that we're on entirely separate sides of the earth, and realize that means nothing as far as internet connection, but what it does mean is sun direction. Every time we were playing, they were playing at like 2 in the morning or something. We would constantly hear is they would have to get off as soon as we'd get on because they're freaking tired, they have to go to bed. And they're really cool guys. Like, I've never actually talked to anyone from the Netherlands. I have no reason to before then, and everyone that I ran into were really cool, with the exception of 2 guys. I don't remember their names, but they heard that me and my friend were American, and suddenly everything was about smoking weed. It was really annoying, but I had to help them through these things because you could tell they were just 2 kids. And anyway, alright, so let's see. Destiny. I love Destiny. I love Destiny to death. This was a fantastic game. As far as every game that I've ever played, this is my second favorite game. First favorite goes to a game that everyone doesn't understand, but it's eternally my favorite game. Destiny is freaking amazing. One of the funnest games I've ever played. As far as one of the main things about that you'll hear a lot of people saying is it costs too much. Bungie is milking us all this money, yada yada yada. To which I say, grow up, unwad your panties, because guess what? You paid $60 for the game. Okay, I don't see any exceptional thing. I paid $100 for Mortal Kombat 9 when it came out. And you paid, what was it, $40 for all the DLC so far? And then everyone started complaining that if the people that go into it now, they released the Taken King version, which is essentially almost like a patch sequel to the game. In where you can buy the physical disc of the DLC, The Taken King, and it has the whole game and the other DLCs on it. And a lot of people were all frustrated saying, well, now we spent more money than we needed to. That's not true, because I was able to trade in my old Destiny for the new Destiny and spend no extra money. There's no actual valid complaint there. If you're over 20 and $20 still seems like a lot to you, you probably need to fix something or get a nicer job or promotion, because $20 is not a lot of money, and it should not be something that you're freaking out about. So to that I say BS. For its money, it was beyond. I've paid probably $100 on Destiny. I'd pay $100 more if I needed to, because this game is worth every single penny. In the first month, had way more fun with it than I paid for it. It paid itself off within a month. Easy. Another thing you'll hear complaining about is connection problems, which is very true. That is a very valid thing. It's everywhere, but I can't really do anything about that. Moving on. In Destiny, there were the raids. I played since the beginning of the game, since literally day one. In fact, for the first 7 months, I logged into Destiny every single day to do the daily heroic missions and the daily bounties. Now, it was repetitive. I will not lie. It was repetitive as shit. But I didn't seem to care. A lot of people didn't seem to care. Not the fact until it was pointed out that, hey, you're just doing the same thing over and over again. But we were having fun doing the same thing over and over again. We were honestly having fun logging on every day for the same BS. Obviously, at that point, they did something right. If you found something that was genuinely fun to do. At that point, it doesn't matter that it was repetitive. I mean, because it was worth it. Let's see. Honestly, I think people just love to hate. A lot of people, they can't stand not having something to complain about. In Destiny, there's several obvious things to complain about, so it's the first thing that they jump to. A lot of people saying, oh, they're gonna quit. Well, fine. Don't stop taking up my fucking, less people stealing my kills at the Cosmodrome. Let's see. I'm not gonna do the Festival of Loss. Alright. In the raids, I went in with a group of, let's see, there's me, 2 of my friends, that I immediately knew, and then there was a guy from, the first guy I've met from the Netherlands. I don't have his name at the moment, and I don't think he'd want me to mention his name on this, never to be seen video. And a couple of people from Canada. And I have to say, we probably spent 3 hours, one boss, or one mini-boss, dying over and over and over and over. We spent hours on end not making any progress in the game at all. And you know what? We were having the time of our lives. Like, there was one person, of course it was the fire team leader, so they sent us out of the entire raid, the son of a... But, we were making absolutely no progress. We weren't getting any real experience or items for what we were doing, but we were having fun. That was the most fun I've ever had in a game, period. Just the people interaction, the gameplay, and all that all coupled together, it was hands down the most fun that I've ever had as far as video games go. Let's see. Alright, here's a complaint. In the beginning, there was public events. In the beginning, there was the Queen's Wrath. Queen's Wrath ended up becoming one of the DLCs to where it was a perpetual thing that you could keep. It was a full-on part of the game. And then it became the Iron Banner. And the Iron Banner is player versus player with level advantages enabled. So if you were a higher level, you actually dealt more damage, as opposed to the normal PvP, where everyone was leveled out, so that you couldn't have overpowered players simply because of their weaponry. It all came down to skill, and how you used Zed weaponry. Well, the Iron Banner made it to where your numbers mattered now. Question: if your numbers suddenly matter, and if your numbers suddenly matter, then low-level players cannot join in. Seems obvious, seems cruel, but it's not, because honestly, everyone has a high-level character, and if you don't, you're gonna have it really soon, and it's not the point I'm trying to make. The point I'm trying to make is the fact that every single person that goes in there has to be max level. Otherwise, there's no hope. They're going to be max level, they're going to have some of the best gear in the game. So at that point, what's the difference between that and normal player versus player? Because now, yeah, maybe the numbers might not be evened out per the game, but because everyone's going in with the best gear and the best armor, all the numbers are still the same. In essence, you're still playing level balanced PvP, because with just different rewards. Because the only people running around there all have the exact same level, exact same light, and it's all balanced again. It worked itself out. In which case I find no point to it. Unless you think, the items are cool. But the frustration here is the fact that it's Iron Banner. Iron Banner left. A couple months later, Iron Banner came back. And then it left, and then a couple months later it came back. There's no other public events. There's just the Iron Banner over and over and over again. And it's frustrating because there is absolutely there's no sign that it's ever going to change. It's just going to be Iron Banner perpetually coming back over and over and over again. Catering to the Hive. The Hive are my favorite enemy type in the game, and I love the fact that every DLC so far, short the House of Wolves, catered to them as far as making more of them. I freaking love that. Thank you. And then the last note that I want to make before I reach the end of this video is, in the beginning of the Taken King DLC, you walk around the tower talking to all of the NPCs. And every single one of them are congratulating you. They're thanking you for saving them from these planet destroyers, these gods. Even the ones that were even the NPCs that were very sort of semi-hostile towards you because of whatever their career was, like Lord Shaxx. He's the leader of the Crucible, which is the PvP, if you don't know. Even he was thanking you. Genuine gratitude from absolutely everyone. I want to thank Bungie for putting that in. Not because of the game or anything like that. Because it was really nice having a bunch of familiar faces. Real or not, doesn't matter. Bunch of familiar faces. Genuinely proud of you, saying beautiful things about you. In the end, halfway through it, I forgot I was playing the game. I had actually zoned into it so much. It was nice. Something I don't have out here.